Good morning, everybody. Jim Wagner. So this morning, I'm just going to read a post that I read on Twitter. I thought it was really good, explaining no kings. And it was by Yogi from House of Yogi, right? So I'm just going to read verbatim. No kings explained for people who think they are fighting fascism. You're standing in a crowd on Saturday. You look around and you think, no kings. This is what democracy looks like. Bro, you're holding a sign made by a communist billionaire who lives in Shanghai. You live in a constitutional republic. Elections, term limits, a free press that spent 4 years calling the president a fascist without one journalist being arrested. The modern left's definition of fascism: you love your country, you're a fascist. You want to enforce the border, you're a racist. You think parents should raise their kids, you're a bigot. You want to know who's voting in your elections? Jim Crow. Being patriotic is fascism to the modern left. But every country has borders and enforces them. 176 countries require ID to vote. That's the definition of a country. But the Democratic establishment has told you otherwise, and you believe them. Congress has a 15% approval rating. 80% of Americans disapprove. 90% of incumbents get reelected. Chuck Schumer, 46 years in office, right here in New York, longer than Stalin. Steny Hoyer, 45 years, longer than Mayo. Mitch McConnell, 42 years, 5 times longer than Napoleon. Nancy Pelosi, 39 years, longer than Henry VIII. Maxine Waters, 35 years, longer than Mussolini. Bernie Sanders, 35 years. He's been in office triple Hitler's entire reign. Trump, 5 years and 3 months, won the popular vote and electoral vote. But Trump is the king. Sure. Okay, buddy. You don't hate kings. You hate kings that aren't yours. And Saturday, they had you in the streets carrying their water. The Democratic Party installed a president without letting you vote. Biden quit on a Sunday. By Tuesday, your queen was crowned. No primary, no debate, no ballot. First time since 1968. 3 days before your march, every Senate Democrat voted against photo ID to vote. During COVID, you carried a vaccine card everywhere like a hall pass from the government just to eat at a restaurant. But getting a birth certificate or waiting 2 hours at the DMV to prove you're a citizen before you vote, that's oppression. The Democratic Party is pro-illegal immigration, counts non-citizens in the census. Census determines congressional seats. More non-citizens means more seats, means more power. No voter ID means no way to check. That's how you keep power without wearing a crown. Biden built a censorship machine, pressured Facebook to suppress true information and admitted it in writing. Censored scientists, censored doctors, censored jokes. The Biden White House told Facebook to remove humor and satire. They literally went after people for making fun of them. UK does it better though. Everything they censored turned out to be right. They just outsourced the silencing to Silicon Valley. And it doesn't stop at speech. The extreme left justifies taking children from families. 6,000 schools rewrite children's identities without telling parents, and the state has the right to intervene. The Hitler Youth did this. Mayo's Red Guard did this. The Soviets built statutes of children who reported their own fathers. Same playbook. During COVID, your bakery got shut down, church closed. You couldn't hold your dying mother's hands at the hospital. But thousands packed together during BLM to burn Minneapolis. And that was essential civic engagement, obviously. $2 billion in damage, 25 dead, 2,000 cops injured, 20 states burning. VP Kamala Harris promoted a bail fund for the rioters. No investigations, no hearings. January 6th, one building, few hours, thousands prosecuted. 2 years of televised hearings. Kings decide which violence counts. The left decided. Charlie Kirk spent his life walking onto campuses, asking for honest debate. He was assassinated. CSIS Terrorism Database. 2025 is the first year in 30 years that left-wing attacks outnumber right-wing. Yet no one brings this up. 75% of liberal students say preventing a speaker from talking is justified. 27% say violence is acceptable. Liberals who went to Trump rallies have never felt unsafe. The experience changed me. Conservatives who show up on liberal campuses get screamed at, blocked, and assassinated. One side talks, the other side screams. The Party for Socialism and Liberation marched with you Saturday. Their stated purpose, in their own words: revolution, not reform, Marxism. The system that killed 100 million people last century. They had you holding